good man is just as much of a commodity as a good woman is. Good men fall in love with toxic women. Women who have little to no accountability. And women who feel men should simply adjust to their unhealed trauma just because they view themselves as good women. And a good man will, because he knows she's probably been through a lot. But if she doesn't show growth or the willingness to do her shadow work, she will always view herself as a victim in her own distorted reality. And a truly good man will eventually give up once he realizes that no amount of effort, empathy, patience, communication, or love can ever make a woman who doesn't want to truly address her unhealed trauma love herself.
When a man does not feel appreciated in the area of his presence, he becomes a version of a man that he can give you and still survive. And I promise you, you will not like that version. That version of him is silent, frustrated, sharp with his words, short-tempered. How many of y'all been getting that lately? Non-communicative, because he has to become something that he can survive in.
I'm aware that I'm not a man and I will never be a man. However, I'm not willing to debate what I'm about to say. So I low-key feel like now that I've healed and I look at relationships differently, men get the short end of the stick because you're not allowed to be sensitive, but how dare you not talk to me about how you feeling? Don't be emotionally constipated, but if you tell me too much how you really feeling, then I don't believe that you're man enough for me. I don't want you to be this superhuman all the time, but you can't take that S off your chest. Do not sit the world down off of your shoulders around me because I'm not willing to pick it up and help shoulder it. Like, you can't have boundaries. You can't have standards. You can't require a woman bring something to the table that you set before she was even in the picture. You're not allowed to have a broken heart. You're not allowed to be afraid of love. You're not allowed to have walls. You're not allowed to be vulnerable. There are so many things that the world will not allow you to do, but they also expect you to do the same thing. You know what I mean? The world would have you to believe that you're not.
Don't need women. Women need men. Men could survive without women. If all the women disappeared tomorrow, men would be fine outside of reproduction. Women need men. If tomorrow they made artificial wombs, what would they need a woman for? Who's a better companion, men or women? So men built the world. All the hard jobs are done by men. If men disappeared tomorrow, society would collapse. Men built the world that we complain about.
Arguably, one of the driving forces for men doing what they do is women.
I think men
Companionship.
built this world for women.
What I'm saying is men could survive without women. Because men can be alone, women can't. Women are social beings. We need attention, and men don't. You don't see women going out to the woods and just roughing it. That's a man thing. Who's camping and fishing? It's not us.
Ladies, you're interested in a man's future, right? Well, men, we're interested in a woman's past. We're different. Okay? You want to be able to ensure that you're with a winner that's going to be able to take you to success. Women look for security, right, in their man. That's why women look for confidence, ambition. They look for traits where a man is able to provide resources and security long term. Men, however, when we look for security in y'all, it's security in making sure the kid is ours. And a woman that has a promiscuous past might continue that trend in the future, and it won't ensure paternity for me. So that is why men are very interested in a woman's past versus a woman is interested in a man's future. I asked you guys at the top of the show, do you care about your man's body count? All of you pretty much were saying no. Maybe you might ask some questions, but it never disqualified him. But if I ask guys, do you care about a woman's body count, and it's a certain number, it will absolutely disqualify you.
Facts.
We're not the same. So that is why a woman's body count
Men fall in
matters.
love with what they see, where women fall in love with what they hear.
That's why men lie and women wear makeup.
Women keep wanting to date up and up and up and up. And then on top of that, there's a rising, growing number of single, childless women. I want to say it's over 50% of women over 30 are single and childless. And it's growing. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger because women don't want to settle. They'd rather be alone than settle for a guy that they view as average. But they shouldn't. The only reason they view him as average is because they've been sleeping with guys out of their league. Because those guys would sleep with her, but they'd never wife her.
So many more women cheat. And being a woman myself, I get to be an insider to the things that women talk about. And yes, they will admit to one another that they cheat, but you will never hear an ounce of remorse. They always victimize themselves. What they'll say is, instead of saying, you know what, I cheated, it was wrong, it was dishonest of me, it was betrayal, and I'll never do it again, what you will hear is, well, I cheated because I had to. He wasn't giving me what I needed and what I deserved as a woman. And all the other women will, jump right in and be victims and victimize her, saying, oh, you poor thing, he should have treated you better, you take care of his kids and you do this and you do that, and he should have appreciated you more and you wouldn't have had to go screw another man. But it's really quite scary how they do that. But they're never remorseful, and they always shift the blame.
For watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to see more of our videos.